Hey, what's up, everybody? We'll be getting started right away. Good to see everybody. Come on in. Like and share your page. Sorry about that. Like and share your page. We're coming in. We're coming in. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Come on in. Come on in. Welcome, Manifest Thoughts Podcast. We'll be getting started in about 5 to 10 seconds. What's good, y'all? Hey, what's going on? My godson's online. What's going on, my guy? What's going on? Y'all coming in? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, I forgot to plug my headphones in. That's crazy. What's going on, y'all? What's good? I see you on YouTube. I see you. What's going on, my Twitter family? I see y'all. What's going on? I see you on Facebook. My baby brother's on. That's my godson. What's going on, y'all? What's good? I'm chilling, godson. What's going on? Y'all welcome. Come on in. What's going on, y'all? What's good? Welcome. I hope you're doing good, godson. Love you. Why do I have the thing in the background? What's going on with me? I'm bugging. What's going on, y'all? We're about to get started in the next 10 seconds. I'm just getting my coffee together. Give me a second, y'all. Be right there. Yeah. Come on in, like and share your page. I see you on YouTube. I see you on Twitter. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Facebook is lighting up in a few seconds. I know y'all coming in. Welcome. What's good, y'all? My sister Yolanda Brathwaite's on the line. Good to see y'all. Matter of fact, I'm showing you a promo today, sis. Love you so much. Glad that you're here. What's up, y'all? Be right there. Just want to heat up my coffee. I see you on Twitter. What's going on? I see you on. What's up, YouTube? What's going on, y'all? Wow. Everybody's coming in. Good to see y'all. All right, we're about to get started. Yeah. So happy to see y'all. My family's on the line. Good to see y'all. Well, let's get this started. Oh man, I so appreciate y'all. Glad that y'all here. Ah man, excuse me for a second. I had to fix my lighting real quick. And all right, I don't need that too much. Good. Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Hey, what's going on, everybody? My godson's online, so you know I'm hype. I'm already lit. What's going on, y'all? Good to see y'all. Hope that everybody's doing well. Got to put my glasses on because I won't be able to see. It's good to see. I hope that everybody's doing good. I see you on YouTube. I see you on Twitter. What's going on? What's up, Facebook? Good to see y'all. Yeah. Glad that everybody's on. Listen, I'm not gonna hold you long. I got 2 sessions today. It's the first one and the second one is going to be at 4 o'clock this afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we're talking about this subject right here. Why do you judge your worth by your wallet? Like, come on, yo. I'm gonna tell you something. I know much about this. You see what I'm saying? Have anybody ever experienced the fact that you're hungry because you don't even have $5 in your pocket? You know what I'm saying? You in Manhattan. Nothing costs $5 in Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? You at work. And the hungrier you get sometimes, it's kind of funny. You don't want to ask anybody for anything because, the more hungry you become, the more embarrassed you might feel to want to ask somebody for like, yo, let me spot me $10, spot me, $15, whatever the case may be, and I give it back to you, whatever. Because sometimes depending upon how hungry, you know what I'm saying? my God says like, sure have, but isn't it funny? You know what I'm saying? You down to like maybe even less than $5, you starving. But then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, somebody hits you up on your Cash app. I'm just making this up or whatever. And then they hit you up with $100. But then guess what? All of a sudden, you're no longer hungry. Have this ever happened to you? Like somebody tell me something, like say something to me. Have this ever happened to you? Have this ever happened to you? Like word. And it's so funny because it seems like that not only, our finances powerful and not having it powerful, but sometimes when you do get it, it's so powerful you forget all of whatever it is that you had a problem about, because money does stuff. And even the Bible says money answereth all things. It does. You know what I'm saying? If you have somebody who's upset with you, and I guarantee you give them $200 in their pocket, like, you know what, they'll forget about what they were mad at. Wow. See, plenty of times. Absolutely, Yolanda. Facts. You feel what I'm saying? I see you on YouTube. Absolutely. I'm gonna put their comments on YouTube for everybody to see on Facebook at the same time. But yo, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's kind of Twitter. What's up, y'all? What's up? I see y'all. But it's kind of funny because I felt that way. I've been there. I've done that. Where have anybody been here before? It's where like you look good and you look real nice. You know what I'm saying? You got your merch on. You ain't got that much money in your pocket. And it's like, yo, we all going out to eat. And they did it spontaneously. You're like, well, I plan to get something to eat, but I didn't want to come to Carmine's. So I thought it was going to McDonald's or something like that. You're going to go to Carmine's? You crazy. You feel what I'm saying? And then now you looking nice and you like, yo, spot me $100 real quick so I can pay for my meal. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, y'all, this the thing that, caused us to understand the power of having money, the power of not having money. What's so crazy too? I got to raise this up. I'm going to tell you, the Jeffersons, and I had said this to somebody else before, and I said this earlier, so y'all can hear me. On the Jeffersons, it was an episode. I don't know if my godson is old enough to know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely. I remember the time George Jefferson, was talking about getting a maid, and Wheezy, his wife, was like, we're not getting a maid because it just brought her back to the days where she was a maid. And so she had compassion on people who were maids. And he's like, yo, we're going to get a maid because any wife of mine is not going to just stay home, just doing, working around. I want you to stay home and relax and do nothing and do anything that you want to do. And so she went to talk to the Willises upstairs, which were their friends. And so the Willises were like, well, I don't know why, you getting upset with George. Like, how could you not understand why? He want to get a maid? I don't want no maid. That's it, And she said something that was quoted from the Bible, but she said it the wrong way. She said that, what I'm saying? That's right. Money is the root of all evil. And it was wrong because the Bible was like, for the love of money is the root of all evil. But you know what Tom said? He says, I don't think the love of money is the root of all evil completely. He says, I think the lack of money is the root of all evil. And I said, you know what? I believe him. It's true. You know what I'm saying? Because the lack of money can conjure up you getting upset, conjure up you getting, not only mad, but you can feel low self-esteem. You can feel low self-confidence. You know what I'm saying? You can feel like you the weakest link. You feel me? So let's talk about this today. Let's talk about why do we judge, what I'm saying, our self-worth. Let me just say this too before we get to the templates. And that is, a lot of times they oftentimes say, listen, don't ever, if you haven't seen your friends in over 10 years or whatever, and I'm saying you married, you got your wife, or maybe you just with your lady, you might not be married, but you've been together for a certain amount of time or hours or years, saying, then, of course, some of y'all ladies, you got your homie or you got hubby at the same time, and you decided to run into a friend that was from high school from a long time ago. They look very, very successful and stuff like that, and decided to invite you and your partner out to eat. I'm gonna tell you something. It's always good that when you go out to eat, that you never ever talk occupation. Never ever talk occupation. Let me tell you what the women have learned a long time ago from our years and our age. You know what I'm saying? I'm a 70s baby. They've they played with the Barbie doll, and they came out with this whack show called Barbie, and I ain't look at that movie or whatever the case be. I was like, Barbie. Barbie even had a character. I never even know she had a character. Did she have a personality? All I know is that you had the Barbie doll that sat in the car with Ken, and she had the dream house. That's all I know. They didn't even have no kids. You feel me? But they had the nerve to make a movie out of it. All right. Well, side note, but you know what I'm saying? All women, but at that time, they were always taught to get the Barbie house, get the Ken doll, you know what I'm saying? Which is gonna be hubby. Obviously, never heard about no Barbie kids, but I'm sure that imaginary sphere was the thing that would allow for people to say, "Oh, you get the kids," and that's what some women at that time have deemed successful, which was get the house, get the hubby, get the car, get the kids. You're successful. Men, we we deem success based upon what we do, who we know, and what we own. And can I tell you something? We're all more than who we know. Not that we're better than who we know, right? What we do, we're better than that. You know what I'm saying? What we own, better than that. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we feel that this is what we have to do. We have to have these elements in order for us to be made a man. You know what I'm saying? And know what it is and all this. Nah, but it's not about who you know, what you do, and what you own. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you something. If you find anybody and they want to know who you are just because of who you know, not a good friend. And maybe you might have met somebody through the person that you knew. That's a good friend. You feel what I'm saying? But if it's about what you have might be what they call authority, right? And you don't want to use it to flex because I believe that the more you have, right? Watch this. The more you have, the more humble you should be. Can I tell you what millionaires do? Right now, what I'm wearing, millionaires, this is too fancy for millionaires. This sweater, too fancy for millionaires. They do not like, you know what I'm saying? They do not like wearing things that are flashy. Because one thing we were taught, especially living in the projects. Now, remember, I came up in Red Hook projects, and I'm not ashamed of that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm glad from where I've come from because we had good stock, despite of all the crack era and all of that. But because of the fact that we looked at Video Music Box and Ralph McDaniel and stuff like that, Roxanne Shante, you know what I'm saying? Who else we had? We didn't have Biggie at that time, but we had Big Daddy Kane, we had Biz Markie, you know what I'm saying? Raw Bass, all of them. I'm saying we watching all of them, and of course Run DMC. And if you had a pair of eggshell Adidas back then, it was the equivalent of Jordans today. You were definitely balling if you had, you know what I'm saying, Jordans and stuff, Adidas back then. But here's the deal. A lot of us on the block, we only did this one thing. We got Adidas, we got the merch, and we had no money. And we didn't care. I'm gonna tell you why. Because as long as we were able to impress each other, then we were good. And that was some of our mentality back then. Times were different because we didn't have social media, we didn't have wireless phones, we didn't have things to drive us. We had more of imagination. We don't have to have an imagination today because we got wireless gadgets that can take us all the way across the globe. You feel what I'm saying? And anything that you want to know is on the internet. You get what I'm saying? So it taints and it fondles with your imagination. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to take the turn on imagination, but it's relevant because back then, as long as I told you my aspirations and my dreams, and even though I wasn't real about what it was that I wanted to do, it was good enough for me to tell you, and I was fine with that. And that was our mentality to some degree. You feel what I'm saying? So we just wanted to impress ourselves. And so what we're taught, yo, when you get money, go get the herringbone. You know what I'm saying? Go get the bling bling. Yo, go get the jewelry and all that. That's what we're taught. But millionaires and billionaires, they don't want the bling bling. They don't want the merch because the less you know about them, the less they have to worry about anybody taking them out. See, we taught, and you can always tell somebody who've ever had anything based upon how they act when they get something. You know what I'm saying, y'all? You feel me? That's why some of the friends that I've had, you feel what I'm saying? And we worked at the same job, and one of us got promoted, and then he started acting like this. It's like, yo, you could always tell, but yeah, you ain't never really had too much. Look at how you acting when you get this step one. You feel me? But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that we shouldn't want for people to know what's in our bank account. Because at the end of the day, you might think that you want to know what's in you might think that you want for people to know what's in your bank account, but then now all of a sudden you get unnecessary friends. So listen, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we equate our self-worth, you know what I'm saying, to what's in our wallet. And I'm gonna tell you something, your self-worth have nothing to do with anything financial. And I'm gonna tell you this, let me tell you what it means for financial success. And I read it here. I got it here. It says objectives and when you measurability. Listen, financial success is typically measurable by monetary terms, you see, and often involve achieving specific financial goals such as earnings, you know what I'm saying, certain income, accumulating wealth, you know what I'm saying, and attaining financial independency. Now I'm gonna tell you independence. But see, when you look at self-worth, right? You're looking at it subjectively. You feel what I'm saying? Because self-worth have a lot to do with one's belief, not anybody and not any monetary thing. You cannot compare who you are to a particular object. Because watch this, you might have the Maybach and somebody else might have the Toyota. But can I tell you something? Depending upon how you treat that Maybach will determine the kind of self-worth you have about yourself. You see, because somebody got the Maybach and you got the Toyota don't mean that you're better than that individual. And in fact, you'll be more humble to treat that individual much more better, you know what I'm saying, with kindness and love because you have self-worth. So let's take a look at some of the things that we do, right? We could inherit human value. What is inheriting human value, right? Every individual, right, have value and worth, regardless of their financial status. Measuring their self-worth by your financial status can lead to feelings and inadequacy, you see, and low self-esteem with facing financial setbacks. Every time we have a setback financially, and if it modify your mood to some degree, and it does, you can sometimes have the ability or the propensity of equating who you are to how much money you have in your wallet. And so now when our funds are low, now our self-esteem's low. We don't feel enthusiastic enough to want to do whatever it is that we thought we were going to do. Let me tell you, just the other day, I was expecting a check, you know, and the check was supposed to be here at a specific time, and I had other things that I need to do. Watch this. I thought that between the morning time and right before the time I was supposed to leave, that the check should have been here, and it wasn't, which meant that now I can't do everything that I planned to do before going to where I was supposed to go. But here's the deal. This is the reason why it's important, y'all, to write a to-do list and a to-done list. You feel me? Because one of the things that I've learned is that if you have a plan, and that's why it's important. Please go back on this page and take a look at all the content that I've given you about planning, you know what I'm saying, about the to-dos and to-don'ts and the IDSing and all of that other stuff. Because if you plan the day before, the stuff that you want to do the day after, it makes your day go by faster. Watch this. And then here's what you got to do. And this is your mentality. No matter the weather, stick to the plan. The reason why a lot of us are not financially stable, the reason why a lot of us are not successful the way that we wanted to do, because we don't learn sometimes how to stick to the plan. I'm not here to beat people up and give you a lecture. Nah, I'm only talking to people I used to be. So I'm not throwing off on nobody. I'm only talking to people I used to be. You feel me? Planning is important, y'all. And you learn how to plan. I'm gonna tell you something. No matter what was not done, right? You still move on to the next segment of your life. And what do I mean? The check didn't come. I knew that there were certain things I was supposed to do and I couldn't get it. So what I did was I X'd that part off and I went to plan 2 on my list. And can I tell you, I got everything done I wanted to do after, note or bullet number 1. So you know what I did? I did everything I had to do, but I maintained the same composure, the same mindset, the same enthusiasm, because I'm gonna tell you why. I knew that regardless of whether I got it the time that I wanted, it was still coming. So I had to sometimes think as though that I had it. You know what the placebo effect means? It's a medical term. There were certain people who were patients, who were enthusiastic about the medicine that the doctor was going to give them because of their illness. Because they were excited and they knew that the medication was going to work, guess what? The medication worked faster for them. But then there were those of them who didn't feel too good. And even the first batch of people didn't feel good. But then there were others who had what they call nocebo effect. And I think I said this before, and I think I'm going to run this in the ground because I want you to know this one thing, that even though they didn't feel good and they were not as optimistic, they felt that the medication wasn't going to work. Guess what? The medication didn't work because it wasn't about the medication. What it was infringe upon their belief about the medication. So you can have belief about your money, I'm not going to get none. You got belief about your money, oh, I am going to get some and I'm going to have it. For some of us, we will. For some of us, we won't, depending upon your mindset and what you say. Sometimes you get what you have because you said you were going to get it versus what you did, what you felt that wasn't going to happen. Can I tell you something? Sometimes you have to tell your feelings how to act rather than for you to allow for your feelings to tell you what to believe. So sometimes your feelings will tell you, nah, it's not going to happen today, champ. You have to tell your feelings, yeah, yes, it is going to happen, champ. You know what I'm saying? Because I decided it was going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. And that's just what it is. You feel what I'm saying? And then you just manifested the very thing that you wanted because you ignored your feelings. And sometimes your feelings come to test you to see how bad you really want what it is that you want to go after. So again, we inherit a lot, but we have a lot of value as human beings, you see, and we can't measure our finances to our feelings. Let's take a look at the second one. Financial instability. Watch this. Financial success is often subject to the economy, right? Frustrations and external factors beyond your control. Relying on it for self-worth can result to a roller coaster of emotions. There's that word again. As your self-esteem rise and fall with your financial situation. See, so again, depending upon if you connect your finances to your emotions, just like your finances come and go, so will your emotions. But you got to have a consistent emotional system so that you'll be able to rise above every cloud, right? And continue to soar because you got your emotions, your disposition, you got your mindset intact. That's why I have to tell you, make up your mind on what you want to do. Know your goals. Let me ask you a question. Forget the long time goal. Do you know what your goals are day per day? Because if you don't write anything and if you don't plan what you want to do, then you ain't really got nothing to celebrate at the end of the day. I have a to-do list, which is what you're going to have. I have a to-done list, which is what you're going to have. After I'm finished with the done list, you know the last thing that I do according to my list? Celebrate. I celebrate my achievements. So when you have a to-do list, don't put 100 things. I feel I'm from a hood. Don't put 100 things. That for some of y'all it means 100 things, right? Don't put 100 things on your list that you know you're not going to be able to get done. Rome was not built in a year or in a day or in an hour. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got to make sure that you put at least 3 major things. And when you put 3 major things on your list, because I'm talking about modifying your emotions according to your money. And if your money is not intact, but you still have a to-do list, you got to have the emotion system or the emotional, energy to be able to fulfill it with or without finances. You feel what I'm saying? This is what most successful people do. They detach their emotions with their from their finances so that they can still get things done. There have been times I came right here on the social media and I was starving. I was like, yo, I can't wait for this. And it doesn't mean that we're living paycheck to paycheck. Can I give you another tip on finances? Let me ask you a question. What is your zero? What is your zero? See, watch this. If you got 10 grand in the bank and you're saying, I'm never going to touch that 10 grand, but I'm going to build on top of that and take care of my responsibilities, my rent or my mortgage, my maintenance, take care of my whatever toiletries you got to get, whatever it is you got, wash the dishes, wash the clothes, whatever it is, whatever your assignments to your projects are, right? You have enough money when, you gained, a lot of money because you started to, save your check, or you started to save your earnings. And I'm gonna tell you something. Look, you could start your own business with just $20. And I want you to go back onto the my videos, and that it'll give you good value in that, because it's nothing you can't do to make money, and you don't have to make money off of other people. You could make money off of yourself, because you have certain things that are of value that nobody else have. But let me get back to the topic. You know what I'm saying? So when I have the to-do list, right? You know what I'm saying? I know that I have I make sure I get everything aligned, right? I don't have to worry about how much I put on there, because I'm gonna put three things on there that I know I'm able to conquer. And then I'm gonna, after I get the to-do list out the way to the done, I'm gonna make sure that I celebrate. Celebrate. You feel me? Because see, you have to have financial stability, you feel me, to upgrade more of your energy. But if you have instability, it means that maybe I have to go back and check, what am I doing with my finances when I get it? Because you can have millions of dollars. And my sister Yolanda's on the line. She'll tell you, you can have millions of dollars. But can I tell you something? It's really based upon what you do with the money that determine how much you have saved over. You have to have a plan. Yo, listen, if you're getting value, do me a favor, give me the hearts. I see y'all. I see you on YouTube. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Don B, what's going on, my dudes? You feel me? Again, you know what I'm saying? Again, it's all about what you do when you get the finances. Look, I want to get to the other points, but right now, let me get to one of our ads, and I'll be right back. Hey, exciting news, everyone. We found a brand new way for you to join the conversation right here on Manifested Thoughts Podcast. Now you can call in live while I'm on the air. Just dial 929-394-3382. Share your thoughts, share your ideas, even have some questions for me right here on Real Time while I'm on the air. I can't wait to hear from you, my incredible listeners, and have all of your voices be a part of our podcast. Sorry, yeah, y'all. So, at the end of every segment, I like for people to call in and just give me their take on what our topic is that particular day and that particular time. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to, I'll put the number up on the screen as soon as we're finished with this. I got about 3 more tips, and then we can, we could show some other stuff, and then talk about my giveaways and all of that other good stuff. And we got some finances that we want to give away, and we want to give away a nice bundle for those of them who want to start their own business with just $20. Hang around, feel me? So listen, let me go to one more ad, and then we're going to go to see 3 more bullet points, and then we'll end the plane. All right, here we go.
Yeah, everybody hands up like this. Yeah. Hey, yo, a party ain't a party till Yolanda come through with tales of a grown girl. Y'all know how she do.
Y'all already know what's up, man. Trey Chaney, BMF, The Wire, Saint and Sinners, Tales of a Grown Girl. We hosting it right now.
Do with tales of a grown girl. Y'all know how she do. Coming soon to a city near you. Grown Girls NYC, that's how she do. MC Heaven's in the house. Be at
we live and direct. We about to set it off. Great play. I'm hoping everybody loves it.
Thanks for the opportunity to be in your
excellent. The play is excellent.
Deep message, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Wow. Very deep.
Houses, the Long Island, God always had you. You share your life, bright lights and stages. May the Lord protect you from the haters in the
phenomenal cast. Going to do their thing. I got a wonderful director. This is going to be played. So, so I hope y'all like the music and everything. Stay tuned.
You thanking my friend Serena for bringing me to DJ Zon. It's rocking on the 1s and 2s.
Definitely come out and see it.
Thank you.
So I'm coming to a city near you. Yo, a party ain't a party till Yolanda come through it. Tales of a grown girl, y'all know how she do.
Tales from a grown girl, y'all know how she do. Yo, listen, let me tell you something. Yolanda's on the line, y'all. And guess what? I'm going to have her as a special guest coming up. You know what I'm saying? It's up and coming Monday, so I'm happy about it. Listen, when I tell you, you know what I'm saying, this young lady have beautiful production. You know what I'm saying? She's been around the world with her story. And I'm going to tell you something, y'all. I think that when you hear about Tales of a Grown Girl, I think you need to go get you a ticket. You know what I'm saying? We're going to interview her on Monday, and we can talk about all of the stuff that she's doing. And we're going to talk about all of what she's manifested and where she's come from, because there's so much in her story, so much in her plays. You know what I'm saying? Yolanda, I think you had a book too, right? You got a couple of books or so, or maybe coming up, whatever the case would be, you know? So at the end of the day, I want you to know that she have a fire story. And anybody who've ever gone through anything, who thought that they were going through something that was crazy and nobody could understand them, I guarantee you, Yolanda could understand you. You know, when you look at her story, look at her plays, hopefully one day, hopefully she'll bring it, you know what I'm saying, down to Brooklyn or someplace close to Manhattan or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I'm not just saying it because she's on the line. If she wasn't, I think y'all should know by now, even if she wasn't here, I've been showing this for the past week and some change now. So it's not because she's here, but I really mean that. You know what I'm saying? So want to clap that up, because she's an awesome lady. All right. So listen, let's get to it, like a couple of tips, whatever, three more tips, and then we'll try our best to land the plan. We're going to go through this expeditiously because I'm not trying to hold everybody all day. So listen, you know what I'm saying? So we know, obviously, financial instability is something, but watch this: materialism versus true happiness. Let's take a look at that. Because again, at the end of the day, you know, money is good. Money will bring you happiness, but happiness come and go. You know, you want true joy, and that comes from self-worth only. You feel what I'm saying? So focusing on wealth, you know, is the primary source of self-wealth. You feel what I'm saying? It can lead to materialism sometimes, you know, and it allows you to become misguided to pursue, or the pursuit of happiness rather, you know, because true happiness comes from fulfillment, relationships, personal growth, you know, a sense of purpose, and not into anything that you accumulate of worth. You know, you don't want wealth to be all the things that you accumulate, but understand this personal growth. You know what I'm saying? It is, you know, relationships. And I'm gonna tell you something, you need to learn, or we need to learn, how to keep relationships. I'm gonna tell you why. But I don't mean your personal relationships with you and your boo cakes. I mean relationships with people, you know what I'm saying, that will benefit you, and you would benefit them. You benefiting them first before they benefit you, if you have the right relationships, you know, because rather you have your own business or you work for people and people need you to work with other people to make their job or their business grow, you still have to deal with people. And we need to learn how to have people skills. You get what I'm saying? But you can't do it, I'm saying, only focusing on materialistic things, you know, because you can sometimes ruin relationships if you're only about finance. Can I tell you another thing? Let me help you out with this. Watch this. Anybody who's working for anybody else, and if you're not working for yourself, let me give you the biggest tip that any millionaire or billionaire could ever give you. Wow. Did I just deem myself millionaire? I guess I'm speaking prophetically over my life. I'm going to speak prophetically over your life. Millionaires. I'm only speaking to million and billionaires. Feel me? And don't get it twisted, trillionaires. Come on, y'all. The sky's not the limit, because you're more than the sky. Feel me? You got big things. But listen, let me tell you the biggest tip that you could ever go with when you are working for somebody else. Never, ever go to work with your need. Feel me? Never go to work with your need. Because if you go to work with your need, you're not going to succeed in that particular area and or that department. But what you want to do is you want to go as the biggest and best asset you could ever be in your department, because you can gain wealth while working for somebody else. You know what that means? But you have to become the top of the line in your department in order for you to gain wealth. That means you got to bypass all those smart people and all those whomever else, get on top, you know what I'm saying, and come with your A game, letting people know I'm for this job. And that means that's going to have to become a part of your life. You got to eat, sleep, and drink your job so that you can become one with it, and that you could become the best asset and be noticed and be seen. But if you're there only to get the money because you're coming with a need, you're never going to get more money, because you're too busy focusing on more money when you need to focus on how could I become the better asset, so that now they can get to me and know me and see me, and then watch this, the money follow. So in anything that you do, you want to become the biggest asset in your department. You feel what I'm saying? And if you have your own business, you are already your biggest asset. Now you're looking for other people who are like-minded or like-minded as you. so that you can get it. And Yolanda is on the line. No, she know what I'm talking about, because I know she's still searching for the right cast, the right crew that she can take on the road with her consistently. You feel what I'm saying? Nigel, what's up, my guy? Good to see you. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is what it's all about. Never, ever. And so we're talking about, you know what I'm saying, you should never allow for your self-worth to be connected to your financial success and or lack thereof, because it becomes emotional. And then you're up and down. Materialism versus true happiness. You'll never find true happiness in material things, because material things perish. But true happiness, true joy, self-worth comes in the things that are internal. So let's take a look at this. Watch this. Comparative stress. Yo, this is crazy. Measuring self-worth through financial success can make you consistently compare yourself to others. You don't want to do that, which can be stressful. There will always be people who are more wealthier, who can lead, watch this, to a sense of inadequacy. Because watch this, if you got people who are more wealthier than you, if you got people who are, they're doing it, they're killing it, it's because they have more time. You see what I'm saying? You got to give yourself time. Never compare yourself to other people. That's the joy killer. See, Colgate don't care nothing about what AIM is all about. And both of them are toothpaste. McDonald's could care less about Burger King. And can I tell you something? You don't really have, take off my glasses, you don't really have any competition. You don't have competition, because I'm going to tell you why. The biggest competition you'll ever have is yourself. So the question becomes, what is your PR? What is your personal record, right? What have you done good today? And how could you do that joint better tomorrow and crush it and slay? You feel what I'm saying? Because that's how you become an asset. Becoming a better you tomorrow. Yo, if I'm giving you value, give me the hearts, give me some thumbs up. Let me know I'm talking right. I see you on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? What are you're here to beat yourself. So Burger King perfect their craft. McDonald's perfect their craft, and can't no competition ever see you. You know why? Because you are perfecting you. You ain't too busy looking at them. Can I tell you, the person that keep looking at other people, and if they move according to other people, and don't get me wrong, I'm not stupid. You need to know exactly what your competitors are doing, and you need to know sometimes what your competitors are offering. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you don't focus on your competitors so much that you forget how to perfect you, because you're only fighting you. You're only beating your own personal record and becoming a better you. That's how you become a better person of service, so that you can either sell your product. There are two types of services, two types of businesses that you'll fall in the category of. And that is, either you're going to give of a service or you're going to sell a product. You see what I'm saying? Yolanda, even though she's on the line, she's doing two things. The product is her story. That's the product. But the service is the ability to go to a theater and see her product in real time, so that it could resonate with people who go through the same thing or have been through the same thing. And she is someone's way out. And can I tell you something? Listen, if you think about, right, what the end result is, if you could look like the end result product that you want to sell to an individual, or the end result service to say, listen, if you use my services, it's guaranteed you're going to get this, you're going to get that, you're going to get this. If you ever look at an advertisement on any type of story or any type of commercial, they tell you, if you act now, and if you get this coffee, let me tell you something, you're going to look like this. And you're going to come from this to look like this. Anybody ever seen people who have weight loss? You feel what I'm saying? They're like, listen, in 30 days, if you take our product, you'll look like this. And you got to do it with the biceps. But let me tell you something. And it's true. But here's what you got to learn how to do. It's not that you take the product and it happened. Dude, you got to work. Look, I like the way the Bible says it. Faith without works are dead. Emphasis on works. You have all the faith that you want. You have all the belief that you want and anything that you want. But if you don't get up off your behind and you don't take your hands and do something, it ain't going to happen. And that's the reason why, hence, this program is called Manifested Thoughts. I'm going to tell you the reason why. I don't know what's in your thoughts. I don't know what's on the inside of you. But I tell you, I'll figure it out the more and more you use your hands to create. The more and more you take your pen and put it to the paper. And anything that's not written is not real. That's the first thing you're going to ever witness about your dreams and your vision that will come into real life. And that is right after you write it down. You just brought it into fruition. You just brought it into real time by taking it out of your head and putting it on paper. And every time that you see it on paper comes accountability. What does that mean? That means that every time I look at that paper, means I got work to do. So if you don't work out while you're taking the muscle medicine or milk or the weight loss, you're going to look like a hot mess by just taking it if you don't work. But don't compare yourself to other people in the interim. Yo, I cannot wait to release my online course called The Cake Method. Because I'm going to tell you, every time that you start from somewhere to want to make yourself better, make your craft better, make your show better, make your product better, make your presentation better, everybody witnessed the cake batter stage. You got the cake batter stage first. And depending upon how you make the cake batter will determine the end result of what it is that you have to serve people. Because if you put olives in your cake, champ, I don't think people are going to want to buy that slice when it's time for you to market that joint. And your cake is metaphoric for vision. But yo, I can't wait. Yolanda, I can't wait. Yo, Henry Watkins on the line. My boy Ed's on the line. Cassandra, good to see you, sis. Yo, I'm going to give you a shout out and stuff like that. Good to see you on Twitter. Good to see you on YouTube. What's going on, y'all? Don Vaughn. Don Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? Good to see you. And so again, this is what I'm talking about. You can't compare yourself. Stop comparing. Watch this. You comparing yourself to your money in your wallet long enough. Then you're going to put more stress on you by trying to compare yourself to other people. But I tell you what you need to do, right? Or what we need to do. So I don't want you to think I'm talking at you. I'm here to help. I just want to be a coach of good value and love on people to make our people better. Because that's how I feel in my heart. I want us to be better and to do better and to learn better and to achieve better and show better. That's all. Watch this. When you make yourself better, if somebody lend me, right, $1,000 and I was $1,000 short, and I'm getting back to my point, that means that the next time that they see me, I should be lending people money and not asking for money. You want to know why? Because I was a good steward over what it is that they gave me that allowed for me to shoot forward when I didn't have the very thing that they lent me. So now you put me up to speed, I should be able to follow my dreams. I should be able to do what it is that I have to do. Come on, y'all. Am I saying something? You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, listen, stop comparing yourself to other people. Yolanda is someone, and I know I got you. I ain't even interviewed her yet, but she can be inspired by Tyler Perry, not compare herself to Tyler Perry. And that's another thing about comparison. You have to understand the stages of comparison. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, if I showed y'all this background and I showed you all of what's in front of me, all of these screens and all of this stuff, can I tell you something? If you wanted to try to follow Donald Francis, right, on his podcast, let me tell you what you might want to do. You might want to go on Facebook and see when he was using his phone, not all his cameras. Because if you follow the Donald of today and you're just starting out, might not be too smart. If I wanted to follow somebody who's successful, right, and I try to do what they're doing right now because of where they are, and it took them 10 years to get where they are, it's not smart for me to try to follow them right now, not that version of them. I got to go back and see their early versions of them because that's exactly where I am. That's cake batter, y'all. Yo, if I'm saying something, somebody put me out. Yo. Because we too busy trying to compare ourselves to other people at the wrong time. Don't do that, y'all. You can't compare yourself to other people. You feel me? So again, comparison. Where am I? Oh yeah, comparative stress is something that's crazy. Here's the next thing. Watch this. Impact on mental health. When you compare your wallet to your self-wealth, I got to put my glasses on so I can read what it is that I wrote. It can impact your mental health. You feel what I'm saying? And so an unhealthy attachment to financial success, I'm getting excited, can lead to stress. Big time. It leads to stress, anxiety, depression. You know what I'm saying? When financial goals are not met. It's important to maintain a healthy work life. And that need to be balanced too. You get what I'm saying? So, and not because of your self-worth that's compared to anything that's financial, because your self-worth now becomes your financial situation. So whatever your situation is financially, right, will be how you feel. And then you cannot go on. So don't attach your self-worth to your finances. It leads to anxiety and depression like never before. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you let self-worth hinge on your financial situation, and it sucks. It just sucks. It can have an impact on your mental health. And then now all of a sudden you want to write your book. I don't feel like writing it today. People invited you to go to the dinner. I don't feel like going to the dinner. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to go and supposed to find out about your merch and see about your brand. I don't feel like it right now because of one thing that took place during my day. It can impact. You can stay in the bed eating ice cream, gaining weight, looking at TV. You know what I'm saying? Looking at other people doing the stuff that you're supposed to be doing. They're getting the benefits off of what you're doing because you're just sitting there depressed. You know what I'm saying? And listen, even your relationships, you got to learn how to keep your mental together being in a relationship, because even your spouse or your mate or your partner may not even understand the vision that you have on you and all of what you are trying to pursue. And the only thing you can do sometimes is explain some of the general aspects, because people will never see. Let me tell you something. When you are doing something new, this is the first thing that you are to other people. You're stupid for doing it. That can't happen. That's impossible. What you mean? You dumb. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. And then all of a sudden now, a couple of months and you're doing it because you stuck to the plan. Yo, hold on. I'm starting to see some momentum in them. What they doing here, champion? What's going on here? You know what I mean? Then they see you doing it. They see you building it. See you doing it. See you build. But meanwhile, they always said, "Oh, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen." They talking it down because they're about the placebo effect. Because of what they see in themselves, they try to equate you to what they feel about what it is that they can't do. But meanwhile, you have all the stamina, you have all the energy, you have all the enthusiasm, you have all of the power to do it yourself. And you're doing it, and you're doing it because it's like, listen, whatever it is that you want to do, if it doesn't fire you up to get up early in the morning to start writing because you want to start your day, you want to beat the sun up, you want to get things done, then maybe you're not really called to that. You feel me? And I'm not saying you got to be here for 4 o'clock in the morning, this, that, and the other. I'm not saying that. You feel me? All I'm saying is that now, you know what I'm saying, it can impact even your relationships. Watch this. We're going to move on. We're going to land the plane. You know what I'm saying? Even shallow relationships. Placing too much importance on financial success can affect your personal relationships. It might lead to associating people with primarily their financial status. Can I read? Come on. Rather than genuine connections based on shared values and interests. In other words, you become a user with shallow relationships because that's exactly what comparing your money to your self-worth can do. Because now you find yourself needing more money, more money, more money, more money. I want more money, just more money. How if I get it? I get it, more money, right? And then you start to make friends with people you see got money, and that's something that you might not have. And now the value of that friendship in a relationship becomes so much money that you can't even share in the values of the interest. You see what I'm saying? Or for the sake of growing that relationship. Because you got too many people, y'all. You got too many people who are using people because of their need. Let me say this again. Don't go to work with your need. Go to work thinking I'm becoming the best asset and that if I left today, they'll be sorry. You feel what I'm saying? All right, I got one more tip, but listen, let me just go real quick and pay some more bills. This is brought to you by Blade. Calling on all New Yorkers. Are you tired of traffic and delays when traveling to LaGuardia Airport? Well, look no further than Blade Helicopter Company. They're here to revolutionize your journey. With Blade, you can skip all the hustles with traditional transportation and arrive to LaGuardia Airport with style. Some of the features you'll come across: time-saving convenience. Blade offer a swift, direct route to LaGuardia Airport, cutting your travel time significantly. Luxury and comfort. Enjoy a luxurious and comfortable helicopter ride with their top-of-the-line aircraft. Safety first. Blade prioritizes your safety with rigorous maintenance and expert pilots. Breathtaking views. Experience stunning views and landscapes as you soar to LaGuardia Airport. Flexible scheduling. Choose a departure time that suits your schedule, and they'll be there to take off. So look, don't waste precious time stuck in traffic. Elevate your travel experience with Blade Helicopter Company and arrive to LaGuardia in just 5 minutes. Book your flight now. Fly with me. Bum, ba-dum, ba-bum, bum, bum. Yo, listen, also, if you happen to be in Manhattan and stuff like that, if you're on 30th Street between 11th Avenue, you're only 2 blocks away from the port. And if you go and you purchase your ticket, if you go online to purchase a ticket, yo, use your boy name right here, Donald Francis or Donald F and F. You know what I'm saying? For $50 off of your first airport flight. You know what I'm saying? And also, while we're on it, I'm going to say my giveaway is if you go to this place right here, which is called Manifested Thoughts 888 at gmail.com. If you go there and you put in giveaway, the prize, and then normally I won't even say the prize, but the prize is a helicopter ride with your boy through Blade. You know what I'm saying? Nice helicopter ride around the city. You know what I'm saying? And they got high tech. And one thing I like about them is that they're safe. And I'm gonna tell you, if it's too rainy, if it's too cloudy, if it's too anything, they're not taking you nowhere, champ. That's the good thing about them. They're about safety first. They got the best pilots, and their helicopters are so high advanced and upper echelon. Oh my God, it's crazy. So yeah, do that, y'all. Do that. And you get $50 off. You know what I'm saying? But you'll get a chance to win a free ride with me. And that's the giveaways. But you got to go to Manifested Thoughts 888 at gmail.com. You feel what I'm saying? We're about to land a plane, y'all. And if I was giving value today, do me a favor, just give me the hearts, give me the thumbs up. Let me know that your boy is all right and doing good today. Just I want to just skip on these two real quick. So you got what they call lack of fulfillment. Watch this. And loss of identity. You know, if you compare yourself to your money in your wallet, and if you don't have that much money, you know what I'm saying, in your wallet, this is what you're going to find: lack of fulfillment. Achieving success or financial success, while important, important for many aspects of life. Understand this. You will find lack of fulfillment and purpose in life while you pursue your passions and perspectives in life. But watch this: loss of identity. Your identity should be built on only foundational things, not financial things, but foundational values, character, personal qualities, not the lack of a bank balance. You know what I'm saying? Connecting self-worth to finances can make it difficult to discern who you are beyond monetary achievements. And I'm gonna tell you something: you don't need to compare yourself to your money. Disconnect your finances to your feelings. You feel what I'm saying? Because again, you know what I'm saying, it's not good. And like I noted here, you know what I'm saying, it's not good that you take your financial success, you know, and you have the lack of discerning what place you need to, you know, to go, and how you need to use your money, and what you should spend it on, who you should spend it on, and all of that. It just takes away from your identity. Last but not least, you know, saying long-term happiness is what we need to take a look at when we talk about financial, you know, saying stability, but self-worth. When you have self-worth, you're looking at long-term happiness. You know, what are you? You know what I'm saying? What do you have to offer? And what do you have, whatever you like to talk about, you know what I'm saying, for the next 10 years without getting paid for is something you could get paid for because you can give value. You are more important than money. I'd rather have wealth than have money because if you have wealth, that means that now I become an asset and then the money will follow me versus me chase the money down. You know what I'm saying? If you chasing money, you're never going to get money. Money can come to you and money's afforded to you. Money will chase you down and money's waiting for you. But money don't like when you're thirsty. Money, anybody in a relationship to say, listen, I like, you know, my type is my type, right? But my type isn't when people are thirsty. You know what I'm saying? All the guys are like, look, I like her. She look good. She fire, built in the right. But yo, if she too thirsty, she ain't my type. I don't care what she look like. Female saying the thing. Female saying the same thing. If you're too thirsty, she ain't. You know, you can't be thirsty. You feel what I'm saying? I want you to go do me a favor. I want you to go over. And if you think that if you feel that you're that particular individual, you know, certain individuals that's like that, do me a favor. Go right here. And for all of you who are on Spotify, I promise I'm gonna let you know exactly what we're looking at. Look at this logo or this particular ad right here. It's all UTV. I have a video that's called "You're Moving Too Fast." You know, in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You can tell if you're getting an attitude with somebody because they didn't call you right back. The time they said you're moving too fast. You are too thirsty. You feel what I'm saying? Money don't like thirsty people. Money don't like thirsty people. You know what I'm saying? And so again, that's exactly what it's all about. Listen, if you would like this for the next 3 minutes of the segment, which is what I have left because I'm on a timer over here. You know what I'm saying? If you'd like to call in and share with me some of your point of views on people being thirsty. Where is my? Okay, there we go. No, that's not it. Where am I? Do I have my number up here? Why my number? Yo, every time. Okay, there we go. My number's always running for me. You know, what I'm saying? Why don't you do me a favor? Yo, call in real quick. You know what I'm saying? 929 394 3382. You know what I'm saying? Let me know exactly what you feel. What's your point of views about financial stability and why we should never compare our self-worth to your financial success. And just because you don't have that much money in the bank, don't mean that you're successful. Can I tell you something? You can have a whole bunch of money. You can have all the houses and cars and still not be successful and still not have any self-worth and still not be happy or joyous. You know, and can I tell you something? If I get to the top one day, y'all, and I lose my family, my kids, you know, and all the things that are of value to me, I'm not successful. Straight like that. Anybody feel the same way? I have those values, you know, that if I don't have my friends with me, people who are dear to me, if I can't speak to anybody when I make it to the top because we stepped on people's shoulders and heads and stepped on their face just to get, nah, that's not success, champion. There are a lot of people who are very lonely at the top because they want to sell themselves out because of the finances. You feel what I'm saying? Never ever sell yourself short. Never ever sell yourself short, man. I don't care what. Yeah, if I've given you value today, do me a favor, give me the hearts. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Nigel. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Henry Watkins on the line. Yolanda, you're the best, sweetheart. Cassandra Scrub, good to see you. My boy Ed Saunders. You know what I'm saying? Dave Rivera, good to see you, man. You know what I'm saying? Bryson, I told you my godson's on the line. Good to see all of you. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube, good to see all of you. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who's good to see, you know, my YouTube people. Good to see I see you also. Wow, I see you, Twitter, my Twitter family. Good to see you. And I also have listed here people who are in my email list who can see us live. Good to see you as well. We're connected. We're live out here. Listen, if you want to call in, you say 929-394-3382. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what your point of views are if you so desire. If not, don't you worry about it. But I want to make sure that I make that segment live because that's what makes this place fun, you know? And I want to hear your point of views, hear what you got to say, hear how you want to say them. This is your floor. This is your show. It's your favorite podcast. What's up, y'all? Come talk to me. Give me about 2-3 minutes to call in. And I know sometimes you might be looking through your phone. You might be at work and can't make the phone call. You've given us some value even in your descriptions. And I'll also go back and I'll look at some of the stuff that you said. You know what I'm saying? You know? Okay, cool. Wow. And there's certain other things that I didn't even see some of the comments. And wow, it's crazy. Good to see y'all. Come on in if you want. And also, don't forget, y'all, our online course is coming. I got another week or so. We're working on it, working hard. After I'm off here, I'm working hard. And if you can, I got some good value at 4 o'clock. We're going to be on for only about 15 minutes at 4 o'clock. So please do me a favor if you want to come on in. We got some more value. I want to talk about just a combination of things, you know what I'm saying, between this and how it complements, you know what I'm saying, not comparing your self-worth, you know what I'm saying, to your finances. And I want to talk about and elaborate and give you more value on how you can start your own business with just $20. It'll start you off. I promise you. You feel what I'm saying? So look, y'all, we're gonna land the plane. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all are the best. You know what I'm saying? I had a good time being with y'all today. Had a good time just being able. Thank you for being someone who's here, who will tune in even during the day that I can speak to. I love speaking to people. Don't nobody want to, prepare all of this, and not, speak to people or not have anybody to share it with and or share the value with. I want to just give a shout out to Blade, give a shout out to our up and coming sponsor, Sephora. And I'm happy about that. Can't wait to interview my sister, Yolanda Brathwaite. We're going to, dive into, tales of a grown girl. Can't wait. Sister Lovey, good to see you. I'm glad that you're here. And although we're landing the plane, y'all want to let you know I'm here. And I send my love, my respect, my peace. And I'm grateful to you today. Can't wait for 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So I can meet you again here. Then I got a wonderful Bible study up right after that. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm here all day. Just it's an all day event. It's an all day effort, But I am gonna get me something to eat after I take care of some business. You know what I'm saying? So look, I appreciate y'all, Cassandra. Thank you so much, Cassandra. She said good talk. I appreciate it. And listen, meet me here only during the week. All right, 10:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. right here, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. All right, I'm here. I'm here at your, I'm in your ear. Please look out for my ads. Please look out for the commercials. Please look out for all of the information that I'll give to you. If you're not a part of my email list, please do me a favor, go to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com so I can get your email, you know what I'm saying? I can send you all content while we're off the air. All right? Do that for me, and I appreciate you. Thank you again, Twitter. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Facebook. This is your boy Donald Francis, y'all. And this is Manifested Thoughts, where we're helping people bring their imagination, into reality by building character. Over and out, y'all. Peace.